Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And this will get to the wall out near the 310 sign. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And they'll get the out here as he's run down between second and third. Here's J.D. Martinez. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Starts him out with a slider too low for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Didi Gregorius. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's gone 2 for 8. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. 2-1. Sale is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
And a fastball misses here to start the at bat. It's 1-0. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Gregorius on at first, nobody out. Check on first by Sale, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Here's Miguel Andujar now. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Runners off for second. Taken for strike 3. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Stepping into the box, Greg Bird. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike now to Bird.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. He's set. Here it comes. A little bouncer. Nobody out. Runner on first. Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Steve Pearce becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Previous history with Sabathia. He's got 17 hits in 65 ABs. Inside here with the cutter as he's lucky that one didn't get him. And a quick bluff here over to first, but he'll just stare him back without throwing. Now the 2-2 home from Sabathia. And Sabathia misses here. It runs full now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Third baseman,
In the dirt here. Oh, he'll make it back to second, but that had danger written all over it. Now the 1-0 from CC. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. There's a strike. It's 2-1. Takes this the other way to right. Judge is there. 2 down. Now in the box, Christian Vasquez. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-1. Oh, and Sabathia really overthrew this one as it goes straight to the backstop. So now 2 men in scoring positions. Bottom of the second here with no score. And now a bluff here as he'll just make sure nothing's cooking over there at third. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next one.
First pitch on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Previous history with Sabathia, he has 7 hits in 28 tries. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
And they almost get him at third, but he's just able to get back in safely. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. Sabathia pauses. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Sliders in for a strike. Pedroia at third. Vasquez on second. Bradley on at first with 2 down. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Popped him up. Walker over to his right. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch. So just the... Here's Neil Walker. Now pitch on the way.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
Swing and a little tapper. A windup and the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Bet's coming on. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Left side. Over to the first baseman, Pierce, and there are 2 gone now. Here's big Aaron Judge. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. 1-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
I always say hitting's a process.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrew Benintendi. He'll stand in now against CC Sabathia to get the inning started. Right back to work is Sabathia as he gets ahead of the first batter here. 0-1. Fouled away. Here's the 0-2 from Sabathia. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more from Sabathia. This is hit softly to third. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Digging in now, J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. The 1-0. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. The 1-1. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. The 1-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball. High chopper to third. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Now to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. Plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. Here comes the 0-1. Now the double steal is on here. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Coming from Sabathia. Popped him up. Gregorius is calling for it. Makes the play, 1 away. Now at the plate, Steve Pearce. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Good action on the sinker, 1-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout.
He's safe.
So digging in now, Ian Kinsler hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he popped him up. Walker shading to his right, and the inning is over. Giancarlo Stanton now, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
3-0 now.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off wall.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Now batting.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Here's a strike.
1-1.
A wave and a miss. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Didi Gregorius goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And they'll start him with a changeup, but this is too high, ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. And that retires the side. Coming to the plate now, Christian Vasquez. He drew a walk his first time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Hard hit ball to second. And Walker's throw is in time for out number 1. Ready for another chance? Jackie Bradley Jr.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
You see that so much, left-on-left matchup. That slider down in a way that you get a bad swing on it. There's so many few left-handed hitters that are willing to drive the ball up the middle the other way.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Hicks is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's Mookie Betts. No hits to this point. Now the first pitch from CC. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Sabathia into his motion. Here he comes 0-1. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Hard hit toward the hole. Gregorius backhands it deep in the hole. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Striding into the box, Miguel Andujar. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Pierce has it, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound his zone with all different options.
Over to the first baseman, Pierce, and there are 2 gone now. Settling in now, Neil Walker. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Neil Walker.
First pitch on its way. Ball 1.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
1-2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
Popped him up, and Pedroia will make the catch. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Fouled off. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. Weak chopper up the line. But that one rolls foul. Another try at 2-2. This is skied into short left center. Gregorius has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Dylan Betances gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. He's set, and the pitch. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Ball and a strike. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And it's gone into the monster seats. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Xander Bogaerts. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. No balls and one strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Rarely do you see a player of this caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And he powers to cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options.
And we'll have to leave it there. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Andrew McCutchen, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Sliders in for a strike.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Andrew McCutchen becomes the first out of the inning. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
The 1-2 pitch. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. It was a walk in his last trip. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with it.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field. And this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. At the plate, Gary Sanchez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Here's Didi Gregorius. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
The 0-2 once more. Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. Throw too late to get him at first. Not a thing of beauty, but it's an infield single nonetheless.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
3-1 to him now. 3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Ready once again, Dustin Pedroia comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Dustin Pedroia.
First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is McCutchen. Makes the play, 1 away. Now batting, Ian Kinsler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. So stepping in, Christian Vasquez. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's 1 for 3. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Gloved by Walker. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So coming to the plate, Miguel Andujar. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Drew Pomeranz is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Liner in there for a base hit. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double. First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Andujar stands at second with no outs. Runner goes for third. Got him swinging. The throw. So striding in, Neil Walker, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Over to the first baseman, Pierce, and there are 2 gone now. Into the box, Andrew McCutchen. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in, you haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. Standing in, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
Center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss at a ball down. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Judge moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Here's Mookie Betts. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's a .333 hitter. He's taken him deep once. And he'll step off. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 0-2 the count to Benintendi.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking. 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. In now, Aaron Judge. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Joe Kelly been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 50.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bradley is there. Makes the play, one away. Giancarlo Stanton now. Lifetime versus Joe Kelly. 2 hits in 7 tries.
That last at-bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over 400-plus feet out of the ballpark. So this guy gets some good extension, strong wrist, and this guy's got some terrific bat speed.
Grounded back up the middle. There is Pedroia. Throw gets him, 2 down. Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and no strikes. And he misses again, 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Way out in front.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in and out.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
A swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now LeSleur's going to bounce up to the plate as he lays off it for a ball. Breaking ball in for a strike. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Hicks. 1 down. Into the box now, Steve Pearce. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Hicks is under it. 2 down. Standing in, Dustin Pedroia. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. There's a swinging bunt up the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Trouble averted here as this is tapped out in front of the mound. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Here's Didi Gregorius. Lifetime versus Joe Kelly. He's gone 2 for 8. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Ball 3.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here.
Matt Barnes, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
He made it safe.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Now a bouncing ball hit to Pedroia at second. On the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Career numbers against Matt Barnes, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Craig Kimbrell gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
I I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
The 3-1 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Ran it in on the fists. 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
And that's going to bring in the run from third, and just like that, it's back to a one-run ball game. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Low for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0. Number 70 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. 2-0 count. The pitch is in there for strike 1. Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to.
Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the tops player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Yankees, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Chris Sale. The loss goes to C.C. Sabathia. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Our paid attendance at Fenway Park this afternoon, 36,298. The Red Sox and Yankees, thank you.